Welcome back, everyone, to Sunday Night Lights. And in the previous weeks, we have seen much success from our very own Josh Mertz, who still holds on to the number one spot in the standings. Bryan Sawyer is close behind with a 13-point gap. But new challenger approaches. Marcos Palacio has picked up 2 consecutive wins in the last 2 weeks and has been climbing the standings. Will we see him pick up his 3rd consecutive week, or will Josh Mertz hold on a little bit longer? Find out tonight with NASA Rallycross Lights in Daytona.
Our venue for this evening is the virtual Daytona International Speedway. Opened in 1959, North American Simulated Auto Racing started visiting the World Center of Racing in 2018-C. Running a total of 0.86 miles in length with 9 corners, 6 to the right and 3 to the left, the lap begins with a right-left, left-right dirt chicane with the tabletop jump in the middle, and be wary of sausage curbs at all points. Exiting turn 5 with the quick blast out to the famous oval and another quick dirt section onto the beginning of the road course, down to the Joker decision. It's a slightly shorter lap, but be wary of the commitment lines on entry and exit. If you blow one of those, you will get a penalty. Spot your braking point for the International Horseshoe, passing the start-finish line, and completing a lap here in Daytona.
Thank you, Virtual Josh, for our track walk tonight. Our format for NASA Rallycross is as follows. 17 cars will be into a split of 4 heat races, 5 laps apiece, and Joker once. Top 2 from each heat race will transfer to the feature. Winner will get 3 bonus points, and the runner-up will get 2. The rest of our competitors will be funneled into 2 semifinal races, 5 laps, Joker once. Those winners will be received 1 bonus point and will move on to the feature. This sets our grid as a 10-car, 10-lap feature where the points are awarded and the trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross, 2 Jokers are taken during the feature. The 6th run of NASA Rallycross Lights begin tonight with Victor Vallee in the production truck. My name is Cody Erdmann alongside James Watson up in the commentary box. We welcome you to Daytona. Our coverage all season on ASN is brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption, browse the web anonymously, and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive 63% off a 2-year plan at nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. Also, our cameras the entire season are provided by TrackGames22.com. Finally, our intro music was produced by our own Alex Abetti. First off, good evening, James Watson. Here in our lovely Daytona. What are we expecting tonight, as we had a little bit of calamity last week?
I'm kind of expecting a little more calamity, if we're being quite honest. Daytona is really difficult at times. There's a lot of areas where it can get pretty chaotic, you know, coming out of the jump, that quick, tight right-hander, or oftentimes it's not super easy to get the car woed up, so you could definitely see a couple of inadvertent pile-ups. And then past that, you got that really tight kind of switchback section where you have the walls like right next to you, like you're at a street circuit. So if you're not careful, if you turn it just a little too early, or if you get on it just a little too early, it could end very poorly, especially with how sensitive the steering components are on these cars.
Yeah, I think that really tight section is going to be key. One, making sure you're being patient around slower traffic, but just making sure you hit your mark perfectly. I know we were kind of testing a little bit ago.
Not like that.
Yeah. Now,
Thank you.
some of us were testing.
Good luck in Q, boys and girls.
In a session before, some of us supercar guys along with the lights guys, and watching, if you just miss a foot from the fast line, you could be into a tire barrier, getting yourself suspension damage. So I think this is probably one of the easiest tracks where you can hurt yourself with the turtles and the tire barriers and everything. So as you try to push this, now we're going to start qualifying here. So we'll keep an eye on who will be the #1 seed for the heat races. Looking in practice too, everyone was super tight. Like we're looking at half a second from first to like almost 12th. So probably one of the tightest fields we've had so far this season.
Yeah, you tend to see that a lot around here. There's not too many corners on this track and not too many real difficult ones. If you can get your markers down and not stuff it into the wall, there's not a whole lot of area for there to be a big delta in time, not like a slightly bigger track or one with more difficult corners such as Barcelona or Brands Hatch.
Yeah, and this being one of the free tracks and the oldest tracks on the circuit, I think a lot of people have a ton of laps. Like we saw Bryan at Charlotte last week. So with everyone just having a pretty good familiarity with the circuit, everyone kind of run it at their max potential. So should be a good night. We'll see who's got this track figured out. We're looking on. This is Josh Mertz here. Got the blue banner showing that he is the point leader. Let's see, we have Palacio up on the top of the board right now with a 34.7. Mertz goes up there with a 34.5.
Man, he ate that curb. That is not a great thing to do in this car. Like with the jumpy trucks with the rookie series here, like that's what you want to do. Like I've always made my speed hooking those curbs just right. You don't want to do that in these cars. They typically don't react well to hitting those things. I'm surprised it didn't yeet him off of the track.
Yeah. Speaking of getting yeeted off track there, it's definitely, you really got to watch. The one thing I noticed that's super easy to do is when you're coming through that walled section, if you kind of bounce into the pit wall, you can get shoved off into the right blue turtle, and that'll send you into oncoming traffic.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely terrifying. So we'll have to, hopefully no one hits that, because otherwise we're gonna have max calamity.
Yeah, it's like someone having an issue at the kink on the road course and just getting yeeted off into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, if you kind of bounce on the wall on the left, you'll catch that one right there, right on the right, and it'll send you right into the start line gate. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. Looks like we have Clog practicing his Joker here a little bit. Most of the qualifying laps are set. Yeah, it's kind of scrolling through the field. So it looks like Mertz will be our top qualifier. And then Palacio, Clog, Rakowski, Sawyer.
To me, another underrated part on this track that's difficult is when you first get to the actual first corner after you cross the actual finish line and going through that quick little switchback going up to the jump. It always makes me nervous because, yep, right there. Harry, it always makes me nervous because it's so easy to just turn in that little bit too much, touch the wall, and it just knocks you off of your line, and you end up having to take a lot more of that blue curb than what you really want to. Because with these cars, if you nail it perfectly, you're not hitting the blue curb, or you're just kind of just kissing it a little bit with the left front. But if you hit that wall, it just sends you right in it. And in the trucks, it gets you a ridiculous, it's almost unclearable slowdown. With these cars, you get that, and you also get your car launched up to oblivion.
Yeah, you got to pretty much want to catch there's a little bit of a grass strip on the on the initial right. You want to clip that with the right side of the car, and then not miss as we got an onboard here. That grass on the right, you want to clip that and get it nice and tight and then angle it. It's a super tight line. If I remember correctly, the Daytona long course, that chicane is even tighter. So
Actually,
it's even...
with Daytona Long, you don't have that wall to deal with. You just have
Oh,
another
yeah.
blue curb, so it's a lot less stressful. Because it's also stressful in qualifying, because even if you don't turn in that quickly, you can still just touch it, boom, it validates your lap, and you're pretty well SOL.
As we got heat 1 here. Josh Mertz, Bryan Sawyer, Eric Kaplinger, Ed Boyles Jr., and Joseph DiGiacomo. I'll say championship implications again here with Josh and Bryan. So we're going to
Start next to 2 veg cars.
see if we have any team orders here as well. Also, friendly reminder, we will not have any jokers right off the start here, so good jump there by Josh and Bryan. Let's see if they kind of play clean. It's a little bit of calamity that them two were involved in last week.
Oh.
Giacomo was off track in the back.
Ooh,
Right.
that was not a good line by Bryan. He missed the apex by a good bit.
Up the wall there. Actually, I believe that was Boyles that went off the back. My bad. End of 1 here. Top 3 in a nice freight train here. We'll see who jokers first.
Whoa, no!
Good save by him. That's kind of making Bryan fall back into Kaplinger here. Keep an eye on these two. I wonder if Bryan will try to joker here and hold up Josh. Here he goes. Ooh, a little deep though.
Whoa. Drifting that.
That's gonna keep Josh in the first place position. So max 3 points. Oh, another one.
Oh, man.
Bryan
I want to
pushing it.
say, oh no! Oh my goodness! Man, he was full Evel Knievel, full stuntman driving that thing. Yeah.
Another spot you gotta watch out for is that turtle there. You can easily roll it if you hit it too hard.
In the trucks, you could just get the truck to flop over by itself without even hitting the curb. That's the funny thing, is that you had to take it in such a way that if you kind of turn in a little too late, it just flops the truck over. And even when I'm not driving the truck around here, I always have PTSD because I'm just expecting the car to flop over by itself, even if it's a car where that's physically impossible, such as these things.
I say top 2 are in 35 flats here. Ooh, Josh really sending it hard landing for him.
Yeah, a little bit of a better trip through the jump for Bryan. I feel like he might have taken his joker just a smidge too early. I would have waited to take it another lap or two, see if he could get a little more gap into Josh to at least come out of the joker in front.
As we're coming to the checkered flag here. Josh Mertz will take heat number 1 tonight in 3 points. Along with Bryan Sawyer backing it around the start finish line, P2. And then on to LCQs are Kaplinger, DiGiacomo, and Boyles Jr.
Yeah, it's a bit of bad luck for the team badge cars being put in the same heat.
But that should give Kaplinger a good run in the LCQ to try to transfer through. Say heat 2.
Good luck.
We got Marcus Palacio, Robbie Kirtley,
Good luck, Robbie.
Devin Hughes, and David Duthwaite.
Shake some ass, Marcos.
Not the best Q run there by Hughes. Let's see. He's been showing some good speed the last couple of weeks here. And then he also made the feature in supercars, so it's off down into turn 1.
Nice little crossover. Or on the start there. Oh, ooh, what a move. That was a slide job.
Nice clean racing. Good battle here for second step on the heat race podium.
Yeah, it was a crafty little move by him. He saw that he wasn't really going to be alongside going into the corner, so he just kind of slowed down a little early and just did the crossover. And Curtly couldn't really do anything about it. Early Joker. Not a terrible decision.
No, it definitely doesn't. It doesn't hurt to take it that early. You either want to take it like right away or wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Hughes not doing the best here now.
Yeah, he's losing some time. That might have been perfectly timed by Robbie. Let's see.
Yeah, Hughes is going to counter. Oh, he almost gets in front of Palacio.
Wow.
Looks like we're going to have a battle here for the second step.
Little wide off exit. Oh man, they get so close to that wall.
Yeah, it's definitely got that street circuit feel through that section. Can't be afraid to get close to the walls. Ooh, Curly with a deep dive. Ooh, cut that curve a little bit.
Yeah, you never want to hit that curve. That just kills all your entry speed. You coming into the jump section.
Ooh, Curly getting really crossed up. I thought Hughes was going to be the worst of the two.
Oh, well, that might do it for that. Yeah, just pushed her a little too hard. He's still somewhat within striking distance, though.
Yeah, one mistake here on the white flag left for Hughes, and Curtly could definitely capitalize on it. Right on board Curtly here. See if we can chase Hughes down.
Yeah, wow, there's a whole lot of front end damage. Look at that. Looks like the nose got punched in.
I have noticed over the jump that if you land super hard, like we've seen, it'll give you some damage. It's mainly just cosmetic. I don't think it's been any suspension damage, but
yeah, because
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, because I swear he did not hit anybody.
As we take the checkered in Heat 2, Marcus Palacio is the winner. And then Devin Hughes, P2, both of them moving on to the feature. And then Robbie Curtly and David Duthway will be moving on to the LCQs. Heat number 3, Josh Klog and Joey Marcetti will be your front two. And then Dan Carrito and Jake Robichaux will be our back two. We're waiting on Klog here. And we are racing for Heat 3.
Not a great start by Robichaux.
Nah, I think he was waiting to see what happens.
Oh!
Smart move there by Robichaux now. Up
wow. Stonks. Good God. Yeah, I owe you an apology, Jake. I was not familiar with your game. Oh no!
Jake, a little bit wide.
You almost made me eat my words again.
As Joey and Carrito are battling, that's gonna help Jake run away with this.
Yeah, Morset kind of got slowed up by that. Back-to-back times where his potential mistake was actually his gain.
Nice tight joker there by Robichaux. Good move there. He's right on the back bumper almost of Klog here. Kind of go to work and see where he can pick up some time.
Yeah, and he didn't get a good exit out of the corner. He took a little bit too much curve, and you can kind of see that upset the car.
So now let's see if any of these two answer here. Ooh, Mercedes
There it
does.
is.
Ooh, Mercedes jumps
Oh,
up.
wow.
See if Jake pushes the issue here over the jump. Nope. Looking back. Two row. Oh,
he's
Mercedes runs
looking.
wide.
Whoa. Oh, I think he got the inside wall.
Either that or you just kind of upset the car by pushing it too hard.
I don't know. Look at that right front damage. That's pretty significant. Oh,
Ooh.
no!
Drifting it.
Ooh.
Just letting
Thick
Carrillo come up to the back bumper.
Get the Tokyo Drift theme going there.
2 to go here. I wonder if either Carrillo's going to have to Joker this time or next time.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, that's... Oh.
That's signed, sealed, and delivered there for you guys. Carrillo's got to pretty much put in the tire barrier without getting put there.
Does it count as the commentator's curse if the curse happened before you were going to say what you were going to say that led to the curse?
Nope.
Because
It didn't come out of your mouth, so you're good.
I was going to say I think Carrillo's in the catbird seat because of how close he was to Merced and Robichaux without taking his Joker, and then that happened.
I will say I was thinking something similar, so. But I was going to let you say it, and
Oh,
unfortunately, we
thanks.
is Josh Clogg picks up.
Let's go, Joey.
Number 3. Joey Mercedes moves on to the final as well. And then Jake Robichaux and Dan Carrillo will be moving on to the LCQs.
Hey, Dan. Sorry about that, buddy.
So we got one more heat race, 2 more drivers to
Yeah,
punch their
nothing we
ticket
can do
into
about
the
that.
feature. And those 4 drivers are Jess Rakowski, Matty Grove, JP DeFino, and Eric Dubois.
Good luck.
Honestly, I could see any 2 of these drivers making it, so this should be a good race.
Completely wide open. Man, you've got like most of the Slatebags team in this heat too.
Good start there by Rakowski. Let's see if any RG barging is down in turn 1 here. Nice and clean start by everyone. What we like to see here in NASA.
Man, Grove took it super easy into turn 1. I think he was maybe hoping to set up a crossover, but he took it way too easy, and Delfino was able to slit right by. Oh man!
So we got cars on 2 wheels. We got cars sliding.
Oh no! Ooh. Oh! And Delfino hit the wall on exit. We have Rakowski hitting it at the entry, and Delfino hitting it on the exit.
As Rakowski takes the Joker, extends her lead a little bit. DeFino, yeah, hitting those walls really is going to slow up Grove here. So I think maybe Matty Grove should have taken the Joker. Find out if he does it this time.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be an issue now with how much Grove is being held up by Delfino, but I think it was just a little bit too early of a Joker for Jess, but with how the race is playing out, I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Grove looked up the inside there, thought better of it to really push the issue.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't hate the decision not to Joker yet from Grove. The thought process is if you can try to slip by him quickly and try to pump in some fast laps and still hold on to your little ace in the hole, it's not a terrible decision. It's going to look bad now since he hasn't gotten by, but when you're in Grove's position, it's not a bad strategy.
Here goes DeFino through the Joker. So I'm guessing Matty Grove's going to have to counter this next time by. We got 2 to go here.
Yeah, with how much more open space he has to Delfino. Oh,
Dubois goes wide. Really up that over the jump there.
Yeah, this is gonna have some clean track for Grove, so he can have an opportunity to get to eat in some of that gap, so he can just slip by with his Joker easily.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to save it for the white flag lap here. He's going to try to reel him in, kind of use him as the mouse out there to chase. See if he does so. We'll see Rakowski 34.9. Defino 35.7 and Grove 35.7. So same lap times there by the two of them. Oop. As Dubois goes off again in the same spot.
Oh.
Let's see the run to the finish line here.
I don't know. Did Delfino eke out a bit of a gap?
Ooh,
Oh.
yeah, he does.
Wow. That was an impressive last couple
Nice
laps
try,
by
Matt.
Delfino. It really seemed like Grove was faster, but he stepped up when it mattered.
Good, Tracy.
35.4 that last time, so
Tracy. Get ready.
as the two moving on from that was Jess Rakowski and JP Delfino, and then Matty Grove and Eric Dubois moving on to the LCQs. So now we got Eric Kaplinger, Jake Robichaux, Ed Boyles Jr., and Dan Carrito in this first of two LCQs. Only the winner advances, so same lap, same Joker count as we had in the heat races. All four cars on grid. Let's go racing here in Daytona. Good start there by Kaplinger.
Oh.
Ooh. I thought Boyles was going to have a good run there, but he ran a little wide.
Yeah, Robichaux tucking in behind Kaplinger entering turn one. That worked out well for him. Oh, oh my
contact.
goodness. Oh, that's heartbreaking if you're Kaplinger. Like, he had the gap he needed, but he just ran wide at the exit when Robichaux was running right at center, and yeah, it just ended very badly.
As Boyles and Carrito Jokers here, so now we have Robichaux and Kaplinger, the two that haven't. I wouldn't have done that if I was Carrito, because the whole theory of you can't really beat him if you can't pass him.
Exactly. And the Joker is such a powerful tool to have in your back pocket. Like, you basically want to use it as late as you can in comparison to your competition. And like, it's so hard to pass in off-road without a little bit of argy-bargy or having to have the perfect set. So being able to have that in your back pocket where you don't have to worry about making a crucial pass, just have that do it for you, it's huge. I've won several races I really had no business winning because of a well-timed Joker. So doing it at the same time as your competition in a situation like that, yeah, I think that might have been a poor decision for Carrito, especially since he seems to be a little faster than Ed.
As here comes Robichaux. So now he's going to be right on the back bumper. We got a three-way battle for this transfer spot now. With 2 laps to go, so let's see what will happen here. Nice and tight. Corners there by everyone.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Kaplinger might have a good bit of damage from that little punterino on lap 1.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's probably got, yeah, that right rear is all crushed in. Ooh, Robichaux going in deep. I think that might have killed his chance there.
Yeah.
Unless these two get a little wild. Let's see over the jump here. Ooh, Robichaux all over. Oh. Ending up like his teammate Dubois.
Yeah, and Carrito did not have a good section right there either. He lost a good bit of time.
Let's see if we have a dive bomb. I don't think we will though. Ooh, maybe. Nope. not close enough as Ed Boyles Jr. will be moving on to the feature.
Sorry about that, Eric. No,
Dan
you go,
Curto will
dude.
be P11 overall. And Jake's giving up the spot to Kaplinger here, so Kaplinger will be P13.
Good
and
race,
then Robichaud will be P15 overall tonight.
Yeah, you love to see that from Jake. That's just good sportsmanship right there.
Moving on to
Okay.
the final LCQ. Got 5 drivers in this one. Robbie Kirtley, Matty Grove, David Doothwaite, Eric Dubois, and Joseph DiGiacomo. And we are already on grid. And we are off. Kirtley with a jump. Perfectly timed start there.
Yeah, not a good jump from Grove. He's a bit more aggressive. That's what he needed. He's in P2.
See if Grove can go to work here now on Kirtley. See if we can catch him. Grove.
Good corner.
We ran a little bit wide. Not crazy. Top 4 all nice and separated. About the same distance. And Kirtley takes a joker.
Ooh. Once again, bold strategy caught, and we'll see how that works for him. Lovely camera shot right there. It's so awesome seeing all the cars snake their way through that section. Oh, and then all three screw it up. Yeah, I don't think any of them hit the corner properly.
I think that's probably one of the hardest. It's probably one of the hardest corners on a rallycross circuit to hit, because you're unsettling the car
way too
multiple
early.
ways. As Matty Grove took the joker there. Yeah, he's way behind him.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah, you had to give another lap or two, see if you can try to get that gap to come down a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. But yeah, to me, that's arguably the hardest braking zone in Rallycross, because you're carrying all that speed from the jump, you're coming in at an angle, and then you have to immediately cut it back the other way, and you're in full dirt, so it's easy to lock up if you're not careful. Well, you're just having to do so much at. Oh no! Ooh! Oh man, that could have been. Oh no, this isn't gonna end well.
Oh yeah, he's going way wide. Yeah, I saw that coming. I'm like, oh yeah, he's carrying way too much speed into that corner.
Yeah, it was either gonna be that or he just flings the curb at full speed.
Coming to the white flag here, Robbie Kirtley with the lead. About a second and a half. Doothway looking to jump Grove here. No. Definitely pulls up closer, but not enough. Ooh, Kirtley bounced off the curb there a little bit. Through this tight section one more time. Into the final hairpin. But it looks like Robbie Kirtley has it all wrapped up here. We'll move on to the feature. Matty Grove first one out. P12.
Great race,
P14,
Robbie.
David Doothwaite.
Hell of a run, Robbie. Nice job.
Looks like he'll get P16.
Thank you.
From DiGiacomo. Our heats and LCQs are all wrapped up. The feature race is next. Let's see who will walk away with the win tonight, but first, here's a message from Bryan.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Well, Romain Rateau has led all evening long, but Schofield to the inside, and he makes it stick. Funny story about Bryan Sawyer. He showed up to the track 5 minutes ago with zero practice, and each lap increasing in pace for the man from Wisconsin. Mertz deep on the brakes in the 812, clobbering the curve to get by Olivier Rateau. Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in the turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Ragster acing the entry to turn one, up Betty to the inside. And Magnus gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Murphy's going to hold his spot.
We welcome you back to round 5 of the Master Rallycross Lights here in Daytona. Once again with Victor Vallee, the production truck. My name is Cody Erdmann, and I'm joined by James Watson in the commentary box. Our coverage all season on ASN is brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption, browse the web anonymously, and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive 63% off a 2-year plan at nordvpn.com/ASNTV USA. Also, our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrackCams22.com. And finally, our intro music is produced by our own Alex Abetti. So, got a little bit of time here, James. Kind of, what's your thoughts going into the feature? We got Mertz, Palacio, and Clog on the front row. Clog will be the outside row. So, kind of, what's your thoughts there?
I'm really interested to see how the Joker strategies are going to play out. To me, it's always been because of it being a shortcut, but it tends to make more of a difference here and Phoenix, more so than most of the other tracks on the schedule. I feel like, you know, we saw a lot of really interesting strategies in the heats and the LCQs, and I feel like we kind of, because I mentioned with Rakowski and Kirtley taking it a little too early, but ultimately it ended up working out for them because everyone behind, they weren't able to keep up good lap times. They were too busy kind of fighting amongst themselves, making mistakes. So I think they kind of got bailed out by that. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work out in this race and what's going to be the strategy to win.
Yeah, especially with us having 2 Jokers now here for the feature, that kind of adds another wrinkle into it all. Most of the Rallycross series are just used to 1, so. And one thing with being a NASA veteran, having 2 Jokers, it depends on where you start and kind of how your first lap turns out to be with the shorter Jokers. If you're out front, the first Joker may not be a bad idea to take because then you kind of jump out and get clean track. If you're in the back, maybe wait and let everyone kind of Joker. So then you have clear track in the back and then just kind of start, when you start driving up on someone in the last couple laps, then you take a Joker and then like kind of save them for the end. So it all depends on your situation. So kind of have to be situational awareness on when and where you take them. So
yeah, and you have to be willing to be flexible on that plan, because you may say, okay, I'm gonna take it at this lap, but then if you get behind traffic, and if the guy you're battling with that you know you're equal on pace is caught behind traffic, you can go, okay, I'm gonna take the Joker now, get past that car and my rival, and try to eke a gap while they're stuck behind that slower car for another lap, and have that be what gets you that higher position, maybe the podium, maybe even the win. I've done that myself a couple of times where my rival and I have been behind a lap car. I took the Joker, or he had to wait a lap, and I come out ahead after he takes his Joker. So you have to be aware of all your surroundings and be able to make that Peyton Manning audible when you can. You know, hit the Joker line and go, Omaha!
absolutely, yeah, you gotta kind of read the room, read your situation, and then jump on it from there. So we got a minute here left before we rid up. As Bryan Sawyer goes off into the tire barrier there in warm-ups. As this race, we got the grid will look like 3 rows of 3, and then I believe Robbie Kirtley's our car number 10, so he'll be all by himself. So we'll have Mertz on the inside of turn 1 with Palacio in the middle, Clog on the left, and then Rakowski right inside, and then Sawyer middle, Devin Hughes on the outside, and then Merced, Defino, Boyles, and then, yeah, like I said, Kirtley on the back row. So what do you think Josh is going to have to do here to kind of hold on to his points lead or possibly gain it?
Basically, he's going to need to nail the start. He's going to need to be able to just get away and pull away and just make sure that he gets through turn 1 as best as he can. The inside line entering turn 1 here is pretty OP. It's unless the car on the inside makes a mistake, the cars on the outside typically aren't going to be able to carry that speed around, especially when you have to basically be single file through the dirt chicane going up in the jump. As long as he does that, he should be fine. He also has to worry about 4th place behind them. To me, 4th place here is the second best starting spot because you can just kind of stay behind the leader as all the other cars are taking that wider angle and just kind of follow them through freight train a bit, if you will.
As we're off here for the feature.
And he didn't do that. Oh my goodness. That is
sleeping on the start there. Palacio jumped out.
Oh! Oh! What did I say? Both things happened. Look at that. Now he's third. Oh my god. That is disastrous.
And that puts Sawyer right on his back bumper as well.
Oh, now he gets a curb strike for good measure.
We got a freight train of just full chaos behind him. Pew, pew. So we got 3 JC Sim Sport cars.
Alright, who blinks first? It's like Clog. Oh, he's got an issue? Slow down. I wonder if he's... Oh my goodness! Oh no, this isn't gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. Oh.
No, we're still not... Oh, Clog off the track.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh, there it is! Oh, wow. Both Joshes having a competition to see who can screw up their race worse.
Is now the top 3 have driven away a little bit. As we got... As Rakowski, she completes her Joker completely now. Oh no!
Oh no! What
that's
happened?
That's gonna kill Bryan. I think we're just being... I think the admin staff is gonna have a fun time looking at this one later.
Man,
we got the train of JC Simsport cars, and speaking of their leader, Josh Mertz, taking the Joker and now taking over the lead over Palacio.
Man. Josh Clog and the terrible, awful, no good, very bad feature.
It looks like Clog has parked it. And Sawyer, he's just playing ping pong now. Back there with all the JC Simsport cars.
Yeah, it's amazing that, because that was some significant contact from Rakowski. I am amazed that his car is not only on track still, but still running competitive lap times. Like, he can still sneak a top 5 out, maybe.
That's definitely possible. As Palacio took the Joker, Mertz right on his back bumper now.
He's making Marcos think about it.
It's going to be a good battle here for the win. They both have 1 Joker left.
Oh my god, who's that flipping? Oh, wow.
Rakowski goes flipping. Oh,
he is. Oh my god.
Contact with Sawyer.
Look at that save from Bryan. Like, we need to make that into some sort of promotional video or something, because that was epic. Like, amazing save by Sawyer as Rakowski's just doing a barrel roll. All we need is peppy hair in the background. Do a barrel roll!
This Sawyer is able to jump around Hughes with taking his first Joker. So, I don't believe Hughes has taken a Joker, though, so...
he is not.
Some of these strategies are all out of sync here.
Honestly, I don't think Bryan's that far out of a chance for a podium. If he can pump in some really good lap times, he's still got 1 joke. Oh, and that is way too early, man.
Yeah, I would have waited there a little bit as Hughes does take his first there. Oh
no! Oh no! Oh! He is. Oh! This is not gonna end well. Okay, it ended better than I thought. Man, if he had saved his Joker, then he'd still be... Because, like, I think he's faster than Ed. I think he's faster than both of them.
Hughes he could get a 3-for-1.
Yeah, that... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh, nice move by Ed.
But Defino behind him, he hasn't taken... Oh, no, he's taking 1 now. Oh, God, we got a massive...
Wow.
I'm watching the chaos back.
Where do we
Oh, look at that.
watch?
Oh, look at that. Yep, just Palacio ran a little bit wide here. Ooh, clean racing by them.
Ooh, little bit of a hip check using the Crone horn.
Yeah, I spoke a little bit too soon.
Rubbing his racing.
Boyle's looking to get his first podium here through this mass chaos. Hughes might be able to, if he drives up to him. Sawyer's falling off the back bumper to them too, though. Let's see here.
Yeah, I always gotta worry about his teammate.
As Palacio or Mertz hasn't taken their second Joker, so they both have to take their Joker here on the white flag.
I'm surprised about that. I figured if I was Marcos, I would have taken it now and hoped that you can pull a gap. I don't understand that.
Yep, I think Palacio's just going to follow him into P2. Coming into the Joker for the final time.
Let's go, baby!
And Josh Mertz picks up the win. Marcus Palacio. Let's see who gets the third seat on the podium. And it looks like Ed Boyle.
Good race, buddy.
Devin
Fuck
Hughes,
yeah, I got a
Victoria
podium.
Brissett, Bryan Sawyer, JP DeFino, and Robbie Kirtley. And with one smash Beetle, Rakowski picks up P9 and then Clog DNFs. Well, that was a very chaotic race. I think that's probably been one of our most chaotic races we've had in the lights races so far this season.
I'm exhausted after that, man. That was unreal.
Yeah, that was
Good job,
pure
Ed.
pandemonium, like from the start.
Good job.
Like,
Good job, Josh and Marcos. That's sick.
like we thought that Josh had thrown it away on the start, but you know, when it's your time, it's gonna, you're gonna find your way into that win somehow. If you're supposed to win, you're gonna win. That was unreal.
Yeah, an absolutely crazy drive. Martz did exactly what he needed to there. He didn't panic on that start, even getting put P3. He just kind of ran his own race and was able to take the win again. So as we see, like we said, Mertz, Palacio, and Boyles are our top three on the podium. And then Devin Hughes, Jordan Brissett, Bryan Sawyer, JP DeFino, Robbie Kirtley, Jess Rakowski, and Josh Clog will end our feature results. So also a good day for JC Simsport. That'll help them pull away a little bit in the team points of things. So, and then we'll look at some points here. Nothing too crazy up top. As Mertz pulls away a little bit though. 142 to Sawyer, 116, and then Clog, 104. I think, yeah, our biggest move there, Kappelinger drops 2 with Palacio jumping up 1 and JP. And Boyles, he jumps in the top 10. As we're going to speak to our third place driver. There's a little bit of channel difficulties here for a second. Yeah, things have been changed in this Discord, and we've noticed all night that things have been not working properly. Hey there, Ed, you got us?
Hey, yeah, I got you there, Cody.
Is this your first podium here?
It's my first podium in NASA.
First off, congratulations on that, and kind of talk us through your race to be able to get you there.
Well, you know what? I didn't get to practice at all this week. And, the beginning of this race here, I said, well, I'm going to try and get my jokers out of the way. Started off on the inside there in P9, and I just kind of scooted up to fifth, and then people coming out of the jokers, and the seas just parted, and it just worked well for me.
So what you're saying is that that practice is overrated.
Well, you know what? But I had consistency. My lap times were all good, and I didn't crash. So, I didn't make any contact with anybody. So I did the right thing, and it brought me home in a good spot.
Yeah, that's half the battle, especially here in NASA Rallycross. Just kind of running nice, consistent lap times and keeping it clean. And usually it'll end up you with a good night. James, you got anything for our first time podium getter?
You're definitely not going to be practicing anymore at all here on out now, I'm sure, right?
No more practice. But I gotta get my car ready. My Team Watson Racing setups Subaru ready for tomorrow. For the Contender Series. So I got to practice that definitely.
Look forward to seeing that car on track. Hopefully
Yes,
you can
sir.
follow it up with another one tomorrow.
I definitely hope so. I didn't know you were in the broadcast booth there, Mr. Watson.
Yes, sir. It's an honor to call you get your first podium.
Oh, that worked out perfectly.
Has anyone else you'd like to thank to get you your first podium?
I just want to thank my teammate David Douthwaite for practicing, and a couple other guys, Eric Du Bois, for always throwing some helpful tips out there. And I got to tell you, it was scary as shit having Bryan Sawyer chase me down there at the end. But I know something happened, but I saw he was coming fast.
Yeah, he was definitely moving. Congratulations, and we'll see if you can do it tomorrow night.
All right, thank you, fellas. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, it tends to be overwhelming when you see that badge car coming up on you that quickly.
Yeah, big pink thing flying at you.
That's what she said.
Good night.
I regret nothing.
I was just gonna let you go with that one.
Anyways, time to talk to our second place finisher.
We're actually going to talk to our winner, and the owner of NASA and ASM and
good
everything
enough, I
else.
guess.
As we're waiting, he's going to let himself in from taking all those photos. Is our winner here in Daytona, Mr. Mertz? Kind of talk us through that one. A little bit crazy start there, falling back to P3, and then you kind of just waited and played your strategy and got up to the win.
Yeah, I feel really terrible for saying it this way, but from the outset in practice, I saw that I had the pace over everybody, and I just relaxed and said it'll happen. Like Marcos, Clog, Bryan. I don't know where it came from. Maybe I practiced this more, but as soon as I got a bad jump there off the start, I was just gonna wait it out. No point to force an issue like we did last week.
Yeah, that's definitely when you have the pace like that, you almost want to make sure you keep yourself calm mentally, because otherwise you're gonna work yourself up and kind of start overdoing it. I know, especially when me and you were battling back in the day. Like when you get the pace, just let it fall where it falls. Don't kind of when you start pushing the issue, that's when you're gonna start making mistakes, and then you're just gonna hurt yourself. If it's a P3 day, it's a P3 day. And for tonight, it was a P1 day. So, Mr. Watson, you got anything for our points leader and winner tonight?
Yeah. Like, what was going through your mind at the start? Because being the leader and coming out of lap 1 in P3, hey, that's got to be like, okay, well, this might not work out how I planned. And did you really expect that you were going to be able to get back all the positions lost as you did? Because things went pretty crazy early on.
I was 50-50. I lost it off the start, and then battling Clog and Palacio, stuck in traffic. I was more concerned about one of us coming together. Well, I knew once everything strung out, it was leaning towards more of the confident I'll be able to get by them, versus being upset and anxious, I guess you could say.
As we
Okay.
noticed there a little bit, a tiny bit of contact there between you and Palacio. Is there any?
Did I hit him?
It was close. It wasn't anything too crazy. It definitely is a tight section, so I think it could have been even net code.
Yeah, I know he's from Argentina, so that might be an issue with Indiana versus Argentina, but I tried to stay off of him. So I'm sorry if I hit him. I'm sorry if I hit him for sure. Definitely wouldn't want to take, the spot like that, of course, but I just had a run the last couple laps in that section, and I knew when it wears in, um obviously it gets grippier, and felt like I had the pace there. So sorry to Marcos if I did hit him and it wasn't netcode for sure.
I don't believe there's anything too egregious. Mainly just hard racing, if anything. So, who'd you like? Yeah, just a little good old fashioned kind of argy bargy, good rallycross racing. Who'd you like to thank and get you to the top step of the podium tonight?
There's a lot. So my wife Chloe, mother-in-law Angie, friends Ryan and Kevin. I want to thank the Woodridge Wolfpack 98H, Cheryl from Athens Grill, Frank from Frank's Vape Escape, Phil from Blades and Fades, and you guys, the broadcast and leadership team that allow me to drive and not have to worry about broadcasting later. It's surreal that it's happening, and I just appreciate everyone's hard work. It does not go unnoticed for sure.
Well, when you give us entertaining races like that, it's super easy for us to do. Although, unfortunately, in a little bit of the back of the pack, you're gonna have some reviews to do, I think.
Lovely. That's my fun time for Wednesdays.
So, thank you, Mr. Mertz, and we'll see you in the commentary box tomorrow.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
See ya. I'd say first, let's go over some programming notes here. Our Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge, round number 6 will be tomorrow night here in Daytona. Contenders at 8 Eastern, and then the Supercar Pro class at 9 Eastern. Rallycross Lights, round 7 will be at our first Endurance Cup at Wild Horse. That'll be November 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then our final of the Woven by Toyota NASA Sports Car Challenge. That'll be, like I said, the final round 10 at Fuji this Thursday, November 16th, at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then our coverage tonight was brought to you by NordVPN. For up to 63% off a 2-year plan, visit nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. Our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrackCams22.com. And finally, our intro music was produced by our own Alex Abetti. Like what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, follow the Automotive Sports Network for all of our coverage tonight. And if you want to race with us, all the info is at nasasimracing.com. Get some final thoughts here from you, James, and then I'll go over and then we'll sign off.
Yeah, well, I predicted chaos, and oh boy, did we get that chaos. That was one of the craziest nights of racing I've seen from top to bottom. Like, it was almost overwhelming because you couldn't figure out where to look. There was always some sort of craziness going on. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was definitely... The heat races were kind of what I expected, nice and calm, nothing too crazy. We had some good battles though, and then the feature, that was definitely, I think, a sign for what's going to come tomorrow night, which I'm looking forward to, as I'll be in the contender race, so gives me an idea what to have my mindset going into it. That initial start, as we've seen time and time again here, for some reason, it's not a terribly hard start, but it's just, I think it's inviting for everyone to really push, and with everyone 3 wide going off in that corner, and then it just funnels down into that chicane with the jump. So definitely a good hard race. Let's see if Mertz now can hold on to the points lead through the endurance rounds. Not sure how those are going to go, as just with the lights cars. I think we're going to do Wild Horse and then Crandon full. So looking forward to those 2 races. As the checker flag falls on the evening, for all of us at the Automotive Sports Network, from Josh Mertz, Philip Kraus, Victor Vallee, Justin Robichaux, Jess Rakowski, Bryan Sawyer, Chad Erdmann, James Watson, Jared Lott, I am Cody Erdmann. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of the NASCAR Rallycross lights from Daytona. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for Supercars here in Daytona. But until then, good night, everyone.